watches my ramblings knows that not only do I like to buy new stuff, I also like to buy second-hand stuff, especially with phones, tablets that I fancied whenever they came out, but for whatever reasons, no money or whatever it would be at the time, I didn't buy. And today we're going to look at this beauty. This is the Nokia 930. Okay, so specifications, I just wanted to check the processor here was, where am I? So this have a Snapdragon 800, 5-inch full HD AMOLED screen, 20 megapixel rear camera, and I think the secondary camera is 8 megapixels, wireless charging, NFC, and the battery is a 2420, just looking there, mAh battery. Now this phone came out in 2014, and I do remember it actually. I remember seeing it, and I never really was a Nokia fan, but when I started to see their kind of colorful type phones coming out, I really liked it. So whatever phone obviously I had then, I didn't buy this one. Now, of course, this came with Windows, mobile, which when I bought this was, I think, Windows 8.1. I have subsequently upgraded it to Windows Mobile 10. Now, we all know the story about Windows Mobile. It's really a shame because I think it's a pretty decent system. But anyway, so the lack of apps and now the lack of any more development from it. I mean, it still get Windows 10 will still get updates, I think, till over 2020, something like that. But generally the apps are not well supported, and a lot of them don't get updated. But I'm still thinking that if you were to find this at a decent second-hand price, it could be a decent second phone for you. The screen has got this clear black technology, and the screen is one of the best things about it. The screen is really good. Now, these can be bought second-hand from, I think, about $60–70 up to over $150. You can buy them new as well. This one I got, I think was, I can't remember exactly what it was, but let's say it was about $60 something without the shipping, and it came from the UK. Now, I bought this one a bit cheaper because it was the description of it was scuffs on the back, and there are scuffs on here, not a problem, but the screen has a lot of light scratches, and I mean, you can't really see it here, but yeah, there is. But once the screen is on, you really don't notice it. The screen looks really good. The camera, I think, is excellent, and the shooting video, which was one of the reasons why I bought it, especially if I use it as a second phone. It's just really good, and shooting photographs, I think, is excellent. So now you can find yourself frustrated with the lack of apps, and Facebook Messenger now doesn't work at all, so you have to look at another solution. And there is, it's not ideal, but they have this one I use, Facebook Lite, which is pretty okay, and then you can see your messages there. WhatsApp is still working, and there's a few other apps there, but generally I can get by. They don't have a native YouTube app. I think the YouTube app that they have basically just opens you to the browser YouTube. So what I have done with some things like Reddit and the YouTube is I pinned them to the start here. I don't know if you can see here. You can see that. So pin it to the start, and then it will open up to the, as you'll see here, see my internet. So it opens up to my YouTube homepage, and for Reddit, there are some third-party Reddit apps, but this opens up to the Reddit mobile site, and it's just as good as the app. So you can, anything that you really want. Instagram as well, although I believe there might be an Instagram. So here, let's check this. Yeah, so Instagram, I've pinned to the start again, so it opens up into my account and sign into my account. For me, it's not a problem if it's a 10-second delay to open to their mobile site. I don't have a problem with it. Now, as we all know, this 2 GB of RAM still has its headphone jack. It's a micro SIM card and micro USB here. It has a dedicated camera button as well, so which I think is pretty decent. The phone itself, running Windows 10 mobile with the 2 GB of RAM and that Qualcomm processor, it works really well. It's very smooth. There is no lag, nothing. Windows Mobile is very good even on lower spec phones, but this is the ideal spec in my mind, for a Windows Mobile phone. So, and it's a great size, this 5-inch screen in your hand. It's not big, it's not too small, unlike what I'm actually filming this on, which I will do a review later. It's just a decent size phone. Plastic back with this nice green color, and it's a metal round the edging around the case, so pretty solid. Feels very solid in the hand, and the build quality I think is excellent. This was really, I think this was the last Nokia phone before they started releasing, because Microsoft obviously bought them out, and before they started releasing all the Lumias under the Microsoft name. This was the last Nokia Lumia, I believe. And I think it's an excellent phone. If you can manage to survive with the app, some people just can't. They need the Android or the iOS apps. Some people just can't. I can get by. Facebook, WhatsApp, call quality is excellent. Of course, now this one came 32 GB of RAM and 32 GB of ROM, and there's no SD card slot. So, well, it's not enough really. It would be nice to have an SD card slot, but you just have to, if you're filming a lot of video, whatever, you are just going to have to transfer it over relatively simply. Sound from the headphone jack, the music is very good. It's excellent, in fact. Watching videos is I really like on this AMOLED screen. It is really nice. Great about the NFC, but great for me because of the wireless charging is, it's just really, every phone should have wireless charging, and now even the latest Apple phones all have the wireless charging. So for me, it's a great thing. You can have your charger at the office, at the home, in your bedroom, whatever, rather than fiddling around with trying to plug it in. So it's really pretty decent. I think it's a dual flash here. I'm not particularly like the photos with the flash, but of course sometimes you need it. In general, the photos are very good. Low light photos are not bad as well. So as a second phone, and if you can do without the lack of apps and make do with some third-party apps, you can easily get by. So let's see, you're outside. Oh, okay, so it must be an update here. Yep, so there is an update, and I'm going to update it now. So there it's getting up. When I got it, I fiddled around. I think I went to the Windows Insider program, if I can remember, to get the Windows 10 update. So it was painless. You don't have to do anything other than click a few um, like that. It will update. There's you don't need to be a rocket scientist to work it out. I just think that, you know, it's a stylish phone, even if you got a new one, and they come in various colours. I like the yellow as well. I didn't see the yellow. I would have bought the yellow if I could see it. I just really like the Nokia Lumia cameras. The Lumia cameras. I like the Lumia phone brand. I even didn't mind some of the Microsoft ones, as everybody knows. I've had a few Microsoft Lumias, but I just like them, and I just feel it's a shame about the. I will do my 30-second rant about Microsoft and their Windows mobile system. I just don't understand why they could not make a success of it and get the big apps there and get, you know, whatever. Microsoft, a massive company, their operating systems on probably nearly every PC, laptop, whatever in the world, why they could not make a success of what was, in essence, to me, a pretty decent operating system with some really nice features. You know, I just don't understand it at all. So it's a shame. My hope is that there'll be a group of people who will be interested past the support date for maybe some small development, some home brewing of stuff, apps, programs, whatever it is. I'm hoping that somebody will keep it alive in that way, because you know, I think it was pretty decent. It's just a shame. Of course, we all know now Nokia have a rebirth, and they are releasing some nice looking phones, but they're Android phones, and they don't have this kind of like eccentric kind of you know, the garish colors, that kind of thing. But at least they're still going in some fashion. And I've only seen photographs and some videos of their phones, but their phones look pretty decent. So you check online, Lumias you can pick up really cheap on eBay. The 930, the one before this, which might be the 920, which I had, and I think it was a 720 screen, but I really liked it. I had a yellow one, I really liked it. It was about the same size of this. The 1020 and the 1520 I had, I really liked them all. So you can pick them up for various different prices, and it's really worth, you know, as a second phone, just to have something the quality of this with their Carl Zeiss cameras. You'll get some decent photos. The screen is a pleasure to look at. So it could be a cheap solution for you to have as I say, emergency second phone, whatever, phone in the glove compartment, whatever it is you want. So let's see, updates were installed. Yeah, so there, that's some more updates coming down for the apps. Excellent. So it's still getting updates even in 2018. So yeah, that's about it. I can't really think of anything more. I will be reviewing another Nokia quite soon, and I will be reviewing my latest acquisition, which cost me a lot of money. So please stay tuned, and thanks for watching this. I appreciate anybody. If this video got 1 view or 100 views or 1,000, whatever, if I can help somebody, then that was the whole point, and this is the whole point of doing this. So thanks for watching. Anybody got any comments, etc., etc., leave it at the bottom. I will do my bestest to answer them. So Nokia 930, buy it. Bye.